Okay, welcome to Harmony Point Acupuncture's YouTube channel. This is, we usually post 2 videos a week, yoga, qigong, and pranayama about breath work. This class is yoga qigong, so welcome. If you like what you're experiencing here, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and drop us a line in the comments. We'd love to know how you're doing here, what you're experiencing. And I'm just going to take care of a little technical thing here. Let's see. I've got a little issue on my screen. Okay. Um, Bear with me for 1 second. Okay. Wants to do an AI summary all the time, and I don't think that's helpful. Okay. All right. So let's begin by bringing our energy inwards and bringing our awareness to wherever you're feeling the breath. It could be the tip of the nostrils, it could be the chest, the abdomen. Just notice where you're feeling a breath and bring your awareness to that place in the body and just be with the breath for a few moments. Notice how you can just be with the breath. It's just happening. You don't have to do anything. The breath just happens and you can just be with it. We're going to set our intention here for our time together here to give ourselves permission to remain focused on things like the breath, on subtle aspects of movement that we usually take for granted. We also usually take our breath for granted. We're going to give ourselves permission to really focus on the breath and the subtle aspects of movement, and also coordinating those two things. So really focusing on things that we're usually doing unconsciously, we're going to bring those things into our conscious awareness. And it's normal when attempting something like this that you may feel your mind kind of rebelling a little bit, wandering away, speeding up, thinking about other stuff you need to do later. And that is completely normal. It happens to all of us almost all the time. Part of the process is just noticing that that's happening. And when you feel the mind wandering off, just bring it right back to what we're doing here. No reason to be harsh with yourself. Just bring the mind right back to the practice that we're engaged in. And this is a perfect time right now before we get started. If you have any prayers, mantras, personal affirmations, anything that you'd like to say to yourself to help you with this practice, you can do that now. And it might just be like a word or a line of poetry, or maybe even some music that you heard, or a song or a tone that would be helpful for you. You can say that to yourself now, or it's okay too if nothing is coming to mind. You can just take a moment. I would encourage everyone to just take a moment to really focus your personal intention for this class. And I'd like to express my gratitude to all of my amazing teachers. Okay, so let's stand up slowly. And we're going to begin by interlocking the fingers. And we're going to inhale and exhale. We're going to continue this practice, but instead of coming straight out, we're going to be coming up at an angle. And now straight up overhead. And relax with the hands at the side of the body. And notice the effects of the practice on the forearms and the wrists. And I'd like to remind everyone about our default posture here. So when we're between practices and we're not having anything specific happening, we want our face relaxed, our tongue at the roof of the mouth, a space between the arms and the side of the body. Nice buoyant arms here. And we want our palms to be stretched open. So we want the fingertips to be naturally spread apart, not in a tense way, but if you can kind of gently massage your palms, you'll see that your fingers open naturally. And that's what we're going for here in our default posture between the practices. So from here, we're going to go for our ankle stretch breathing. So we're going to take a breath in and come up on our toes. Exhale, coming down. Very gentle quality here, like we're moving through the water. Like our arms are in the water. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. And relax again with the hands at the side of the body. And just notice the effects of the practice on the shoulders, the calves, the ankles. And now bring the palms together in front of the chest. We're going to go for some chest opening breathing. Again, remembering, so let's pause before we go to that next practice. Let's pause in our default posture, tongue at the roof of the mouth, arms nice and buoyant, like those blow up things you see by the side of the road sometimes. You want to be that loose. And you want your palms to be stretched open. Okay, and now we're going to bring the palms together in front of the body. Feel the energy between the palms. We're going to take a breath in and open up the chest and exhale back together. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. Breathe in. Breathe. Okay, now we're going to continue this chest opening practice with the open palms, but this time we're going to change the starting position a little bit. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to make a nice gentle ball here. There's a quality to this position when we're and we want, instead of having the palms pointed towards each other, we're having the fingertips pointed towards each other, so we kind of feel that energy between the fingertips. Our palms are nice and open. Our elbows are really relaxed. So we have almost the feeling like we're resting our elbows on an imaginary surface, like a bar top or something. And there's a generous quality to this posture, like we're really holding things that are very precious, and we have so much space for those things. And we're very relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed, the face is relaxed, the tongue is at the roof of the mouth. So we're beginning this chest opening practice by just feeling as if we could just hang out here forever. So we're so relaxed. And from this relaxed position, we're going to take a breath in and open up the chest this way, and exhale, coming back together. Again, feeling that energy between the fingertips as we work with this movement. Okay, let's begin. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 And relax back to the center in our default posture. And take a moment to notice the energy in the chest area and notice the effects of that practice in the chest area. And now we're going to bend the knees and go for some loosening. We're going to go from side to side. And loosen up the arms. Back and forth. The other direction. Elbows. Wrists. And fingers. And then let's just go from side to side. Really releasing everything that we don't want to hold on to, just having this idea that we're just letting it fall off the body, any kind of anything, any tensions, physical, mental, anything you want to let just drop off the body. That. All right, now let's stand again in our default posture. And just reminder to have the tongue at the roof of the mouth, our hands nice and stretched open, our arms at ease with buoyancy at the side of the body. And from here, let's go. I thought it'd be a good day to kind of run through some of our animal QiGongs. So let's begin with the horse. So we're going to make a gentle fist and the feet together and then step out and in and out and in. So we're stepping sideways. So we're going to inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. Stop that practice. Stand again in our default posture. And now we're going to do the eagle on the right and left. And by right and left, I mean we're going to have the right heel forward or the left heel forward. Right, left. And our hands are going to go up and down. So up, down, like that. So on the right, and switch to the left. On the right, the left, the right, the left, the right, the left. Your knees are just going up and down. Okay, and now if you'd like to make this a little more challenging, you can keep it like that you're doing it, but if you'd like to add a different challenge, you can go right, left, right, left. This is a little more of a stretch. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, we'll stop that practice. And for the next practice, let's do the chicken. So we're going to have our feet right foot. We start with the right foot about 45 degrees to the diagonal. Bring the left foot forward. Feet are shoulder width apart. We're going to be going back and forth like this. And where the left foot is forward and the left hand is forward, and we're going to be swinging. I'll do it from this angle so you can see. So my left foot is forward, my right foot is behind me, pointing 45 degrees to my right, and I'm swinging my arms. Over on the other side. This time my right foot is going to be pointing forward. I'll just show you on the screen. My right foot is going to be pointing forward. My left foot is 45 degrees to the diagonal. So I'm going to be going back and forth like this with the right foot pointing forward. Then I'm going to have my right hand forward. I'm just going to swing this way. Okay, stop the practice. Let's just spend a moment in our default posture. And let's move on to the tiger. And for the tiger, we're going to pull our hands back, inhale, and then exhale like this with our hands very tense forward. So ready? And you can bend your knees as you do that. Okay, and we'll stop that practice. And the next practice, we're going to do the peacock. We're going to bring our palms together. We're going to inhale up, exhale down with the palms wide. Bend the knees, inhale up, exhale down. So we have our palms together. We're coming down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale. Stop the practice for a moment. And then we're going to move on into my favorite one, which is the snake. So the right palm is up, left palm is faced to the right. For this practice, we're shifting our weight right and left. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. So you're shifting the weight right and left. So the right hand is up, left hand is pointed to the right, and we're going to shift the weight to the right as our left hand comes right. Reverse the hands, shift the weight to the left shift the weight to the left as the right hand comes left. It's harder to say than to do, I think. Once you get it going, it can feel pretty natural. And now we'll stop the practice and stand for a moment. Now we're going to come on down to the floor. Sit. Sit cross-legged. So, in one direction. Reverse direction. Sit straight. Head point, face pointed forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Movement is from here. Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale. Back here, let's do a few more circles. Now imagine that we have a straight rod through the center of the body, and we're just doing smaller circles. And it's like we have where the center of the body is, the center of our body is like a boat mast, and we're just on calm water rotating in that direction. Now, let's bring the left leg out, and let's cradle the right hip. Loosen up the right hip. Now put the outside of the right foot either on top of the left thigh, the bottom of the right foot against the inner part of the left thigh, or straight out. You can see my feet on here. But if you're straight out, you're going to be going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're here, you're going to be going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're here, you're going to be going inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're visualizing this right hip as healthy, lubricated, and flexible. Let's begin. Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. Now we're going to come under the right thigh. Pretend we have a drawing implement between our toes. Draw a circle in one direction and the other direction. Draw a circle from the ankle in one direction and the other direction. Bring the right leg out. Cradle the left hip. Put the outside of the left foot on top of the right thigh, or the bottom of the left foot against the inner part of the right thigh, or straight out. If you're straight out, you can go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you're here, you can go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If If you're here, you can go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So we're visualizing this left hip as healthy, lubricated, and flexible. Let's begin. Inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. We're going to come under the left thigh, put a drawing implement between our toes, draw a circle in one direction and the other direction. Draw a circle from the ankle in one direction and the other direction. Okay, now shake everything out. And sit back and relax. And notice all the sensations in the lower part of the body. Now, we're going to go for some neck and shoulder things. So we're going to begin with some shoulder shrugs. And for that, we want this our whole upper body to be relaxed, our face to be relaxed, tongue at the roof of the mouth. You can have your hands here or here. And your palms should be open. Again, always try to think about these open palms. Whenever we're not doing anything else specific, we want to think of these palms as being stretched open. Okay. So let's begin by some shoulder shrugs. Now inhale, come up slowly. Exhale down. Inhale up slowly. Exhale down. Inhale up slowly. And exhale down. Okay. And now inhale, lean back, open up the throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to the center. Exhale left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale right. Inhale to the center. Exhale left. Inhale to the center. Exhale right. Inhale to the center. Exhale left ear to left shoulder. Feel that stretch all down the right side of the neck. Inhale to the center. Exhale right ear to right shoulder. Feel that stretch all down the left side of the neck. Inhale back to the center. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale to the center. Exhale right shoulder. Inhale to the center. And now let's go all the way around, exhaling to the floor and inhaling from the ceiling. And reverse directions. center. Just sit in. Okay, now we're going to come on down to the floor. And we're going to go for some spinal twists. So we're going to be on our back, arms perpendicular to the body, palms down. We're going to inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the knees to the left and the face to the right. We're keeping both shoulders on the floor. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, knees to the right, face to the left, keeping both shoulders on the floor. Go back to the center. Exhale, knees to the left, face to the right. Both shoulders are on the floor. Go back to the center. Exhale, knees to the right, face to the left. Both shoulders on the floor. And continue this practice at your own pace. Relax, palms up by the side of the body. Release into the floor. Okay, and now we're going to move on into our deep relaxation. You can remain lying down for the deep relaxation. I'm going to sit up to guide us. If you choose to do the deep relaxation sitting up, I'd really strongly suggest you support your back against a wall or a chair. Okay. So let's begin now by, we're going to move on into our deep relaxation. We're going to begin by just take a moment to find where you're going to be most comfortable. You might want to put a pillow under your knees or under your head if that helps. Now you're going to want to bring your awareness to the whole surface of your back, either against the wall or the chair. And just notice the contact between the surface of your back and the surface of the wall of the chair. Notice how that feels. Now bring your awareness into your abdomen and just feel the breath in the abdomen. Just feel that as your abdomen rises with the inhalation, and feel it as your abdomen falls with the exhalation, and just notice how effortless this process is. The rise and fall of the abdomen rising on the inhalation, falling on the exhalation. Feel the breath just breathing through your body. You can just receive that breath as it comes in and let go of that breath as it goes in. And now we're going to begin to relax the body in parts. And we're going to begin with the lower part of the body. So bring your awareness on down into your toes and relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax the top of the feet. Relax the ankles. Relax the calves. Relax the knees. Relax the thighs. Relax the buttocks. Relax the hip and groin area. Allow the entire lower portion of your body to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this lower portion of the body, you can take a breath in, and as you exhale, tone the sound. And as you're toning, maintain awareness on this lower portion of the body. Ready? Breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now bring your awareness into the middle of the body. Relax the abdomen. Relax the lower back. Relax the mid back. Relax the upper back. Relax the chest, the shoulders. Relax the upper arms. Relax the elbows. Relax the forearms. Relax the wrists. Relax the hands. Relax the fingers. Relax the fingertips. Relax the rib cage. And now, with awareness focused on this middle section of the body, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready, breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring our awareness into the upper part of the body. We're going to relax the throat, relax the back of the neck, relax the base of the skull, relax the back of the head, relax the top of the head, relax the forehead, relax the eyes, relax the face, relax the mouth, relax the tongue, relax the teeth, relax the jaw. Allow the entire throat and head area to be completely relaxed. And now, with awareness focused on this throat and head area, let's take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to tone the sound. Ready, breath in. And again, breath in. And one more time, breath in. And now we're going to bring all three sounds together, the ah, the oh, and the and we're going to tone them, one merging into the other, ah, in the lower part of the body, oh, in the middle part of the body, in the throat and head area. So we're going to begin by toning this 3 times. Take a breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Now we're going to continue toning Om, but I'm going to guide us in such a way that there's going to be a space between the end of one Om and the beginning of the next Om. And that space is going to become a little bit longer each time. And what we want to do is we want to focus our awareness on that space. We want to focus on that silence that's happening between the sounds. And as that silence expands, we want to envision ourselves actually expanding with that silence and into that silence. And feeling that deep sense of peace that's happening between the sounds that we're creating. And it's possible with this practice that when you're expanding into the silence, your breath may naturally suspend itself. And you can allow that to happen, but it's also possible that your breath will just continue. Try not to worry about the breath and just focus on the silence. Let the breath do whatever it does. It doesn't matter. All that's important is really feeling that deep peace in the silence. Okay, let's begin. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. And now take a breath in for one final Aum. And this time we experience each of the three parts of the sound in each of the three parts of the body. Ready? Breath in. Gradually bring your awareness back into your body. You can move your fingers and toes, and if you're lying down, you can come up slowly to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. If you're sitting back, you can sit forward, keeping your eyes closed. And now rub your palms together, get them nice and warm, Cup them gently over your eyes and slowly pull your palms away from your eyes as you open your eyes into your palms. And thank you so much for joining me.